It's funny. Women think that men need sex, but women seem to need sex more than men nowadays because men, we're holding off.
Not having sex for a long period of time can actually increase your risk of anxiety, stress, paranoia, inability to sleep, and
Why do you think men like sex so much? It fixes a lot of things.
depression.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it.
I mean, they wanted to be like us men. They were so penis envious of us. Now they literally turned into us. Like, literally and figuratively.
I don't need it.
The worst part about dating is the part where you gotta pretend like you're innocent and that you're not trying to crack. Like as a woman, you got all of these stipulations. Like, yeah, you gotta put time limits on it. I ain't trying to put time limit on shit. Cause if I like you, I need that now.
I feel like one of the only things that I miss when I'm single is like the affection. I love affection. I want to kiss. I want to hug. I want to touch your skin. I love to be touched. I love to be loved on. That's just, it do something for me. So when I'm
So do men. You never want to give it to men, but now when you don't get it, you come online crying about it.
single, I just be like, damn, I wish I had somebody to just hug me right now. Like massage my feet, kiss me. Like, I need some physical touch. I'm physical touch deprived. I'm affection deprived. That's what I be craving and wanting.
I'm all for self-love and all, but there's nothing like a man's touch. Like I can touch my thigh all day long, but it's something about when a strong hand grips these thighs that just does something for me.
I don't know. It's hard to grip thunder thighs.
Yeah, these women are going through it. And
Thirsty.
let's not make this mistake by feeling like there is no correlation between this new era and stance that a lot of men are in and taking today that is contributing to a lot of these women feeling deprived, being in desperate and dire need of having certain needs to be met. Like, we cannot deny.
Like, they can't even get sex. Like, that's how sad it is for women nowadays, that they can't even get the most basic thing that they are known to be getting. Like, they are the gatekeepers of, and they can't even get that.
The fact that since we have men out here who are like, nah, I'm focused on myself. I'm locked in. I don't need any distractions around me.
Hell no.
We can't pretend like that's not factoring into a lot of these women having these results and a lot of these women feeling this way. Okay. And there were women in the comments, y'all, that were actually going through the same type of emotions that these women in these clips were talking about. Okay. This woman here says, I'm over here fighting for my life. It is that real in the field. Fellas, y'all got these women in a chokehold. Okay. Y'all.
See, guys, we're life to them. Hold the line. Keep upgrading your life. Keep doing better. Women are just going to throw themselves at you. Remember, pick a good one.
I have these women out here desperate.
Or just pump and dump. I don't want to promote that, but I also protect yourself.
Begging, pleading for the masculine touch, pleading for the masculine intertration. We're going to put it like that, and hopefully y'all know what we're talking about. But yeah, the men not even on this type of time anymore, and the women are feeling it, okay? Somebody else says, yes, girl, I'm losing sight in my left ear. Now, you know it's bad when the women out here using that as a description of how they are feeling, what they are going through, just because the men are not trying to crack how they once were. Like, it's a new breed, and I always say that. Fellas, y'all got these women fiending. Do you understand? Okay? The next girl says, yes, I went on a date yesterday, and when he hugged me, I was melting. It felt so good to be in a man's arms after so long. Let's stop right there, y'all, before we play this next clip. And in this next clip, fellas, I need you all to sound off in the comment section and let me know, can y'all relate to what this brother has to say? All right. But before we go there, I need to pause and address this comment. She says, I went on a date yesterday, and when he hugged me, I was melting. Now, this may seem harmless. This may seem not that deep, but it actually is, you all.
I see it as not that deep What makes it so deep, Danica?
See, it used to be a point in time to where a man would take a woman out on a date, and on that very first interaction and encounter, that man was trying to move in to kiss her, rub on her, caress her, maybe even go all the way with that woman on that first date. But now men are so disciplined. Men are so focused and so serious about genuinely connecting and getting to know a woman that
I get what you're going at. Now that makes sense. You're right. Yeah. Instead of going after for a kiss, they're just get out of here.
no, I'm just gonna leave you right here with this hug. See, the men have reversed and flipped everything around. And I'm not even gonna say that the men took this stance to have these women acting like how they are acting. No, these men are purely and genuinely just on a whole different wavelength.
Correct.
This is not any type of
Yeah, we're not women. We're not malicious in a sense that we're doing this just to punish women. No, we're doing this because it protects ourselves. That's the more reason of why we're not doing all these other things. It's for our own well-being. We don't care enough about you guys.
That these men are running. Like, no, this is authentically who they are. Like, no, I just want to let you know that I'm interested in you, that I'm feeling you. And we can see how things progress and unfold in our next exchange. If there even is another exchange, because a lot of these women, I'm going to be honest, and I'm so sorry about it, ladies, but these men are also rejecting y'all and letting y'all down easy now. Like, no, I don't even like you like that. I'm just going to give you a little church hug and move head around.
You know, the whole side hug, you know. Californians are really good with this side hug thing, you know. We hug each other with only one arm, but on the side, it's not even a frontal hug, it's just a side hug, you know. That's the hug I give most people.
Okay, so that is a thing. But nevertheless, I really want to drive home and emphasize the point that these men are not on the same type of time that they once were on. So where they're trying to kiss you and do all these extra things on the very first date. No. And with the men operating how they are operating, whether that's an instance of him trying to take things slowly with the woman or just not even dealing with women at all, it has these women responding like this. They can't
I mean, it might be just he's protecting himself. If he'd done anything more than a hug, he might have gotten falsely accused of something.
handle it. They can't take a grown man. They need that masculine touch. So to have men out here with this level of restraint and sexual discipline, oh man, these women are yearning and burning. Not like that, y'all. Okay, not like that. Okay.
Wait, STDs?
But this is what we are seeing, though, and it is due largely in part to the men operating and maneuvering like this guy that we're going to run in this next clip.
I think I'm gonna try to go the whole 2026 without having sex. Now I know it's gonna be difficult, all right, because it's gonna be some of them days and nights and shit where you're gonna be like, damn, like you want it, but that's where that discipline comes into play. Because personally, like with me, like it's not something that I need, like it's not a necessity. Like I know I can get it. That's the thing about it. So that's what makes it harder, because if you know you can get something, that's gonna make it hard because you know you have it at your disposal. So with that being said, it's like I know I have to be real disciplined with that. And once you kind of make like a conscious effort and realize that you're trying to do something, that's when you're gonna get more of it coming at you.
True. Once you actually commit to the idea.
That's when it gets hard, because you got more and more coming at you, bro. It's like, damn, like you got to be super locked in and disciplined. Now, can it be done? Yeah, 100% it can be done. But with me, I had to limit the distractions. So seeing stuff on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it might be, I had to be able to control myself. And I already got to the point now where like I see pretty girls on TikTok and shit, and I just scroll past it anyway, because it's like I'm seeing too many of them. So it's like at this point, it's just like oversaturated. It's good to see, but I'm saying it's like oversaturated to the point where it's like, okay.
See, I don't know what the hell your guys' TikTok and Instagram. My Instagram doesn't have any Instagram hoes in it. You know what I get? I get a lot of feed of food, a lot of new places to eat. That's literally most of my feed. It's just OC eats and LA eats.
Like, I'm not about to hit this person up.
Wow. Y'all heard what he said. He said a whole lot in that very small clip. And I'm very sure a lot of you brothers out there can relate to what he
Hey, I'm proud of the young man. Being able to hold off when you have access to it and be able to get it is actually harder than it is.
said. And I'm going to ask y'all in a second. But he said, that's not even really something that I need, though.
No.
You know, like...
No, sex is not something we need. It definitely isn't, unless you really want kids and you want kids right then and there, right? That's what sex is for procreation. The rest of it is just pure indulgence of pleasure.
Yeah, I'm a man and I have my urges and I have my desires. However, it's really not that important to me like that. A
As it
lot of
should
guys
be,
are
or
operating
as
like
it
that.
shouldn't be.
They feel the exact same way. They are echoing the exact same sentiments. I really don't need it like that. That's something that is new. Men used to go above and beyond for women who were trash just to
Simps.
get a piece of that ass. And now they not. I'm like, no, it's cool. I'm good. What else did he say that was alarming? He said, it's so oversaturated. It's so easy for me to get. And that right there is not only the thing that is turning a lot of men off, but it can also be the very thing that creates this more difficult challenge for these guys, because when something is just being thrown at you left and right, it can add another obstacle for you to try to overcome. It's like, dang, like it's like trying not to drink or trying not to smoke or trying not to partake in unhealthy foods. Well, it's kind of difficult to do if you're at a bar. It's kind of difficult to do when you're at a restaurant or you're hanging out or you're just trying to relax and chill and it's all around you. That is the equivalent to what a lot of these guys can be experiencing and feeling, you know? And fellas, I'm going to ask y'all now, and y'all like the video, share the video and subscribe. Drop the peach emoji in the chat right now if you yourself as a man could relate to what this gentleman said in his video, and if you have went through or are currently going through a phase in your life or a time in your life to where you're trying to really lock in and focus, but peach is just getting thrown at you left and right. And it's like, no, I'm really trying to lock in. I'm really trying to focus on my goal.
I don't know who you think I am, Danica. Peach doesn't get thrown at me at all. I'm not a peach kind of guy. I'm more of a, chesticle kind of guy, but I get what your point is. No, I don't really have, again, I use Instagram. I don't use TikTok really. And my feeds aren't full of just Insta hoes or anything. So I don't really get bombarded with this other than on YouTube while I'm watching videos like this. So it's not that hard for me. I think after my ex-wife, after my divorce, I think I went without sex for 6 months or something like that. 6 months to a year-ish. Because I wasn't dating. I just wasn't doing anything. I was just grinding away. So I don't think it's a bad thing. Sometimes you need to clear your head. And clearing your head means not blowing loads, I guess, sometimes for some men.
Goals. I'm really trying to focus on my career. I'm really trying to focus on my mental health, my overall health and well-being. Like, I just cannot indulge. I cannot partake.
Well, see, like, that's the thing, Danica. Like, our hands are just so much more convenient, easy, and quick just for that quick dopamine hit. To actually get a woman to sleep with you is a lot of work. A lot of time, planning, money, depending. Still a lot of time and planning, at least, even if she likes you, right? So not everybody wants to put in all that kind of effort just to get sex or just to get that dopamine hit. Men now can just use their hands and just go about their day.
And I'll be very, very surprised if we don't see any peaches, but a lot of men are on this wavelength, which is why a lot of the women out here are feeling the same ways that a lot of these women out here in these clips are feeling, right? The women are going through it. It's like, man, I can't take this. I want it. What did the other girl say in the clip? She said, look, I'm not waiting around. And that's something that's fairly new too when it comes to women, because we were taught to actually dangle the peach in order to gain access or have leverage and control over a man.
True.
But due to a lot of these guys out here operating under this whole new mode of not really caring about X like that, really being focused, really trying to elevate, evolve, and grow, especially within the realm of discipline, these women are practically begging for the pegging. And y'all know what that is. We got to watch out. But that is what is transpiring, you all. This is
Boba and back shots. Boba and back shots.
The time that we are currently in. We're in the time now to where women are the ones who want to make the first move. Women are the ones who want to go all the way with a man because a lot of the guys out there are just on a whole different frequency, and they are ultimately presenting something that is not only very enticing and sexy on a man as far as him practicing this discipline, but you're also presenting this challenge to these women.
It's true. Not being thirsty is kind of sexy to women, right? Thirsty men are not sexy to women, guys. I hope you guys know this. Like, I don't want to have to tell you the basics here.
Right? It is a challenge for these women to be able to quote unquote conquer or gain access to a man that does have a certain boundary up as far as not partaking or indulging in peach reach activity. So that also is an element or a factor into why a lot of guys could be in heavy demand when it comes to women out here. Not only are you an attractive guy that has motion, but you mean to tell me you're different because you're not like other guys out here or the guys of the past to where you didn't mind just sleeping around? You actually are a man that is exclusive and highly selective with the women that you entertain. Oh yeah, I want in on it. And the fact that you all are not letting these women in on it is contributing to their thirst and their hunger and their desperation for wanting to have access to you. Because it is something that is new. It is something that is refreshing even to see on a man when it is a lot of guys out here who are just weak in the knees when it comes to getting the peach.
That's why I always said it, like, don't be thirsty out there. Like, don't be simpy, right? Work hard to have abundance. Work hard to have money. Work hard to be able to do the things you want to do. Work hard to travel. Go enjoy those things. Enjoy your hobbies. Enjoy your money. Let women ride along with it if they want to ride. If they don't, fuck off, right? Because you have your money, you have your fucking hobbies, you have everything already for you. Doesn't matter if they join or not.
But yes, a lot of the guys out here are on this type of timing and the women just cannot take it. All right. And I would love for you all to sound off in the comment section down below and let us know, are you also in this era in your life to where you're just really focusing on yourself? You're not trying to give out all of your actual energy. You want to act.
I think a lot of men, well, I've pushed a lot of my friends to be in this boat. So even more men nowadays
actually utilize that actual energy to transmute it into something that is more productive, more creative. Y'all let us know. All right.